If you want your Airbnb to stand out in search, don't start shooting until you do this. And remember, it's not about filters or fancy gear. It's about mastering this one thing. So when I see photos on Airbnb listings that are flat or dull or just not white and bright, I often think about what could have those hosts done to portray their Airbnb better. It's a big deal. 30% of all Airbnbs need better listing photos. And once they do that, their bookings can increase by up to 20%. So it's important if you're trying to get the most out of your Airbnb. You spend so much time and effort and money in making sure the Airbnb is ready to go. The place not to drop the ball is for sure on what helps you market your Airbnb listing, which is the Airbnb photographs. So what do I mean by mastering one thing? That one thing is light. Of course you want to have, we've already gone over that you want to have your photos all at the same height, at a consistent angle. You want to focus on the things that you think are important in your Airbnb, So if you have a coffee bar or a special game room, get close-ups of those of people using it. That's going to help too. But if you don't have good light, some of those pictures, while it's better to have something than nothing, you're not going to be the best they can be. So how do you get good light? Well, the first step is to turn every light in the house on. And that's important just to get consistent. I'm not saying add lights. I'm not saying go out and buy lights. I'm saying turn every light on and make sure, at least for the photos, that the light bulbs have all the same, are of the same type of light. So I don't care if it's warm, bright. I would prefer bright. Make sure if you have LED lights, make sure all of them are LEDs. Unless you have like a ceiling fan that spans apart and you put a particular light in that one, I need all your lights to be consistent. So go to the dollar store, or what is now the $1.25 to $1.50 store, and buy all the light bulbs you need. We have a lot of light bulbs in our house. Count them at your Airbnb before you go. But make sure those lights are consistent. Turn the ceiling fans off. Turn every light in the house on, including the light above your range or oven. Every single light, I don't care how small, turn it on. Your electricity bill won't suffer for the hour it takes you to do this. And then open everything up. Open your house up. Open the curtains up. Make sure you're shooting on a sunny day. And most importantly, make sure after you open the house up that you're shooting between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. That's going to be when the best indirect light is for your Airbnb filters now, or for your Airbnb listing. If you have harsh sun coming in and you have like a see-through curtain or something that you can kind of make a filter, go ahead, you can use that. That's fine, or just come back and do that room later. You want to do it each room when the light's hitting it best, when it's the brightest and lightest. But keep your lights on. Your camera will pick up the lights being on. If you have colored lights in bedrooms, in family rooms, wherever, have that on too. And if you have cool lights, then take those at dusk. Take those a half hour before or a half hour after sunset. Half hour before, you won't get blurred. Half hour after, you'll need to use your monopod or tripod. But those are probably the best tips I can give you on mastering light. And it's so important. It can make a difference between an amazing listing and just a so-so listing. So incorporate those. Let me know how it goes. If you have any questions, put them in the description. If you have any questions, go ahead and answer them below. I'll answer them as best I can, and we'll talk to you guys very soon. If you have any questions about mastering light or anything about how to take better Airbnb pictures or what style of Airbnb pictures you might want to use, go ahead and ask me below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And soon we're at 30 subscribers. Go ahead and if you like these videos, hit that subscribe button. We're gonna do at least one Airbnb photo tip a week, and make sure you don't miss it. All right, we'll talk to you very soon. Have a great one.